Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 24th, 2021, Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, 3 p.m. Eastern. Do not do your ordinary daily routine today. Mix it up. I always talk about this. It doesn't have to be huge, but we all get in routines, all of us do, and randomly shift something that put it in a different organized pattern. Don't do the same thing every day. So mix it up. Do something completely out of the blue and jump into this extraordinary moment of your life. And now is where you discover that you are divine consciousness. Relax. Don't be anywhere special. Being nowhere is the greatest thing you can do to start being nowhere. It's always change the habit and the pattern. You know, you might... You watch yourself. Watch how you do. It's not judgment. You're just viewing. You watch your day, your daily patterns, what you do, how do you do it, everything. Shift it, switch it, add something different. You'd be amazed on what happens. I always make something different every day. I do something different. It doesn't have to be huge. It might be small, but it makes a big difference on how the day goes and how the energy is flowing. And this is where a lot of people will get bored with life because they do the same thing day in and day out. Don't shift it up. Don't switch it. Always switch it. Always change it. Now, we have the power and ability, all of us do, we always have, right now, to manifest a completely abundant financial situation, loving relationships, ideal, satisfying careers, optimal health, and a spiritual awakening. And this is possible by increasing the vibration within our bodies. When our mind, with our minds, and holding the vision of what we choose to experience in our world. Now, this meditation manifestation it's a manifesting meditation. You'll be able to manifest your life dreams and desires faster and easier. And you can do it as many times as you want. Share it with whomever you please. It's possible for everyone to start living a more empowering life that they love. Not that they say, I really don't want to do this. I really, I'm not interested in doing this, but I've got to do it. We can attract, all of us, right in this now. Not a year from now, not a month from now, not tomorrow, but right in this now. We can attract any desired outcome we want. When we are imagining that we are receiving it from the universe in a peak energy state. The more opening and trusting we can become, the easier those things, people, and experiences that we want just magically materialize in our lives. See, there's an ego, though. There's an ego mind. And it's in the back there, and you can feel it. And it's saying, oh, no, that's silly. That's just, then everybody would have what they want right now. No, that's not necessarily true because of the fact they don't know how to do it. And they don't know how to keep their vibrational frequencies high. And they don't know how to not attach or have expectations. The more open and trusting we can become, the easier these things, people and experiences that we want, will just magically materialize in our lives. But one of the keys is to manifesting is staying connected to the feeling and image of our desired outcome, as if it's already here now. But there's the fine line. No attachment, no expectation. But yet, you know it's already here, right now. You know that it's not coming. You send out your desired intention, and you leave it alone, and you know that since you did that, it's already here. This is not always easy, of course, and this is where the need for a meditative mind comes in. So you literally, in order to do this, you go someplace where you're not going to be interrupted, and you focus on your breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth, and you're in the now, and you just listen. That's meditation. You don't do anything else. You just listen. And while you're in that meditation is when you send out your intention, what you care to create, to have the universe materialize for you. Meditation is a quieting of the mind. We leave it alone, where we come into a deep place of silence, inner peace, and stillness inside. By quieting our minds, we are empowering ourselves to hold on to our vision while tapping into the infinite reservoir of fuel behind the manifesting machines we all already are. When we bridge the gap between these two experiences of manifesting and meditation, we ignite the engines in this magical vehicle that will skyrocket us towards our destined outcome. Before you begin the meditation I'm going to share with you, decide on what you really, really, really want to manifest. And I invite you to think deeply about this. Not off the cuff, but really give it some thought and decide on just one thing. I see a lot of people have numerous things. Decide on just one thing that you are willing to do this meditation on for at least the next 3 days. It may take you more or less than 3 days to manifest what you want. It just depends on how high your vibration already is. That's the key. How high is your vibration right now? It also depends on how big your emotional and mental blocks are to receiving and experiencing your desire. Mental blocks. Oh, that can't happen. That'll never happen. I don't think that's possible. Try it anyway. These are all mental blocks for the ego mind. In regard to receiving and experiencing our desires and the magnitude of importance that we feel our desire holds for our future. Once we have decided on what we want to manifest. So I'll just sitting comfortably, wherever you're sitting, chair, couch, whatever, focusing on your back, resting against the chair, say to your body, relax. Command every muscle, bone, and cell in your entire body to totally let go and relax. Allow the mind to quiet the body to soften. Relax every muscle and cell in your body to the point of becoming very silent and still. When the body is totally relaxed, you will feel somewhat spacious or a feeling of timelessness. Imagine at the base of your spine a golden river flowing with powerful energy that is gently rising up from the center of the earth into your body. This is a warm, flowing, healing energy that is connected to an infinite source of abundance, love, and goodness. Allow it to move slowly up into the base of the spine. Let it collect there for 5 minutes. Use your breath to pull up more energy, if you want to, until it fills the base of your body. Now, this golden energy is very powerful. It is the manifesting energy. Allow it to move up in a 6 to 8 inch diameter column of light into your solar plexus and stomach. When it feels like your body is tingling, warm, or very alive, focus on it rising up into the belly, heart, throat, and brain. Just by focusing on these parts of your body, the golden energy will flow there. Now, allow this river to come up and fill every cell in your body with golden healing energy and light. Your breath is the pump for your golden manifesting energy. Gently, very gently, use each inhale to slowly pull the energy up the spine, and on the exhale, let the energy move through and out your hands, eyes, and mouth. Your hands, eyes, and mouth are manifesting projectors, like movie projectors, that channel the golden energy, light, to form into the images that you want to manifest. See and feel your desired outcomes being created on a big screen in front of you. Stay in this powerful projector-like state for 7 minutes, replaying the scenes you love and putting your inner movie on still pause in the scenes that you truly love. When you feel a solid connection, you are finished and can relax and enjoy the rest of your day or evening. This is a meditation that you can do anytime, but it is recommended that you go into meditation and you focus on this meditation, creating and practicing this moves us more into acceptance. A lot of the times we don't feel that we're worthy enough, that we should have such things. So even though we may put it out there, ego mind figures out a way to destroy it or block it. That's when we all do this. We step in front of ourselves in our ego minds and we block it because we doubt. See? This meditation helps you alleviate the doubt, eliminate the blockages, and just let it go. Because as soon as you send that out, the universe, it begins to move energy into form, create it into reality. Imagine what will happen, because it will happen, when everybody on this planet knows that they are absolutely manifesting juggernauts. That they manifest anything they want, whenever they want. And through the heart-mind, that's a whole different ballgame. And that's what we do. That's what we do 24/7. Isn't that amazing? We manifest all the time. We're creating all the time. Moving energy into form, creating reality, and then experiencing it. But yet, isn't it funny that when it comes down for us to desire or manifest something that we truly desire, we have a very difficult time doing it, even though we're constantly manifesting 24/7, creating 24/7. And sometimes it's kind of mind-boggling. And then we say, and staying in deep gratitude, gentleness, kindness, and generosity. This is why I suggested earlier, shift and change your day routine, your evening, your night routine. Change something, do something different. Now, it may not feel comfortable, right? But do it. You'd be amazed at what happens. But visualization is what a lot of meditations like this one I just shared with you are. You're visualizing it. You're creating it. The golden flow of abundance, love and gratitude, peace and joy. And everything is alive. Life is housed in many different forms. And the universe is so abundant. If you were to just find yourself out in the universe, sacredness of space, floating, you don't have to worry about breathing or anything. You were compensated. You had all that taken care of. But you're just out in space, and you look at the vastness of space. You look at the vastness of just this galaxy and the universe. It's humongous. And when you realize that you, the God that you are, is the universe, and the universe is the God that you are, the whole perspective shifts, changes. The abundance is unending. Prosperity is unending. The crucial element here is for all of us to focus on our frequency. Where do we want it to be? Loving, gentle, peaceful, kind, generous. Is that where we'd like to experience that? You get angry, then say you put out a request to the universe, right? You're in meditation and you request the universe, this is what I would like. This is what I would like to experience. This is what I want. And then you send it to the universe. And then you have this doubt. It could be just teeny doubt, not just a smidgen of a doubt. That smidgen stops that abundance flowing. Now, we know that the body that we're in is not us. Not the name, not the character. Nothing. It has nothing to do with you, the God. It carries you, and the God supports it, energizes it. So you should be able to look at the body you're in and see its structure all the way down to the quantum core. And guess what? This is what we do. You see there's 7 lights from the tailbone to the top of the head. And they're called chakras, but chakra means wheel. These wheels of light. And we are etheric spiritual energy, and we flow through these wheels of light. And we literally are connected to all of the body's emotions, fears, anxieties, and stresses, happiness and joy, peace. And eventually, we will, each of us, come to the full realization, consciously and unconsciously, that we have the power to heal these bodies. Not even a question. Not one doubt. Total faith. Practicing staying out of the mind is imperative. In other words, you leave the mind alone. You don't entertain it. And for some, that's very challenging. Others, it's just almost automatic. As a matter of fact, the people that know this are most of the time in blissful harmony with the body and the God within the body. We also know that the soul powers the body. The body doesn't power the body. The soul does. The soul comes into the body. Everything comes online, starts functioning. You have breath. You have blood. And energy. So that means we know that the soul is heaven, the body is earth, heaven on earth. And every step we take, we're creating paradise. How do we know this? Because we're all consciously aware to a certain extent. We wouldn't be in this meditation if we weren't. And that means that we know that we are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, peace. Now, some of us may discover that when we do leave these bodies, we will have already learned that we are the light. We do not need any external authorities or anything else external to tell us this. We learn it. Now you imagine over 8 billion of us blasting our God force, love, light, energy everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're blasting it. Groups of people, crowds, relatives, loved ones, you name it. You're blasting your God force, love, light, energy 360 degrees everywhere. Now, if you were to just take a couple 100-mile trip outside of this planet, look at it from afar, you would see that it glowed. But then when you saw all the lights around it in this universe, that's when you would be really amazed. Because there's nothing that comes close to the brilliance of this God force, love, light, energy. Now, some of us, we all reminisce, we all have nostalgia at times and memories, and we embrace them, and we have fun with them. Even with some of the ones that weren't that great. Kind of our reference library. But, we go there, we visit, and then we leave. We move on. But others, I don't believe that it's knowingly. But they end up staying there so long that they drag it into a future that doesn't exist, that they create that future from that past and relive that past and that future. This is why so many people will say to themselves, no matter where we go, we always end up here. Now, others of us will travel the future. But we create the future in the now, so the future that we are seeking is not there. We ask ourselves, when is this going to happen? When am I going to have a life partner? When am I going to be happier? When am I going to be well? When am I going to stop having pain? When am I going to stop experiencing shortness of funds? When is this all going to end? But the now, remember the 3 golden paths. One on the left, one on the right, one in the center. Right? It's your choice. It's always your choice. Sometimes it's not conscious choice, but it is your choice. So when you look at these 3 paths, and you see that the center one, the now, is like brand new. It's all golden and shimmering. and the grass is like this beautiful emerald green, and it looks like pristine, brand new. And the other ones, the past, looks worn, doesn't have the brightness it once did. Same with the one on the right, the future. So doesn't it make sense to stay in the now and to practice being in the now through the breath? The breath is the now. The breath sustains the body, the kingdom of God, the God source. That's what it does. Without the breath, would we be able to stay in these bodies? No. Without the water, would we be able to stay in these bodies? No. We don't know it, but there's a lot of synergistic compatibility happening on this planet in this very now. More and more people coming together without the ego wanting to help through the mind, heart, mind. And remember that some of us have been at this rodeo tens of thousands of times, a different lifetime. But imagine this lifetime, when you decide to leave the body, or maybe even before, you'll know that you are the light, that you're the God force, love, light, energy. And you won't follow the light. You won't be out there in sacred space and have this light following you. Now, we know that there's parts of us, the gods, that are asleep. We know they are. There's parts of us that are asleep. I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about the gods that we are. They're with us, but they don't participate with us. You can count them as a number if you want, but that doesn't, they're not participating. So all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. These are the conscious ones. Archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. Saint Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Christ, El Morya, Bendantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua. We have the celestials, off-worlders, galactics. All of our loved ones who have ascended out of the body in this lifetime and all lifetimes we've inhabited. All of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. All light energy beings. In all spectrums of light. Now, all the light energy beings that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, that come in gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this universe with not even a square inch of sacred space left. Now, they come in the trillions of gigaplexes from every direction. Now, we don't see the majority. We just don't. With these eyes, with these bodies, we only see 1% of what is. So they come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we don't see. But there is a small group that we do interact with and see. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, centaur, minotaur, many, many, many more. And if we interact with air, or these bodies wouldn't function. We interact with water, or these bodies wouldn't function. Now, the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, this is civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. We do not see them like we see each other. They do appear maybe looking like us at times, And they're always sending us messages. But they do it in so many different ways. So it's difficult at times to decipher, but it's pretty easy. The message is, isn't it absolutely magna glorious, spectacular, stupendous to be alive in these bodies? That's bliss. We experience the taste, smell, hearing, feeling, the wind on your face, the sun shining upon you, delicious food to eat. I mean, it's endless. No wonder these bodies are so seducing to us as gods, because of all the things we can do in them and experience. Now, you can ask any one of them to surround you in the tens of thousands or tens of millions, because their vibrational frequency, they can house a large number in a small area. And ask them to surround you, tens of thousands, tens of millions, they will. And you'll be in bliss. Now, the Ascended Masters, they have mastered ascending into physical and mastering physical, and ascending out of physical and holding pure consciousness God form. We have ascended into physical and are mastering physical, creating our experiences to perfect our creation. Now, the off-worlders, galactics and celestials, we're not familiar with too many of them, just a handful. Over 1,000 species travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're aware of, Pleiadians, Sirians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Felines, Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Greys, Anunnaki, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian. And this particular group has been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And we're all gathered, consciously aware, so to speak, arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This circle of light emanates from the God source, the kingdom of God, the God, each and every one of us. It is of the highest high, the purest of the purest, and the deepest of the deepest, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. This circle of light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1 billion trillion suns to even come close to this light. And we're flooding this planet. We're flooding all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, head to toe, inside now. Eternally, nonstop. You can feel it any time you choose through your heart minds. Go into meditation. Go a place where you won't be interrupted. Take a seat. Focus on your breath. And you'll be there. Now we begin to ascend above this planet, and we're immediately met with an ocean of glitter. It is like a massive firework grand finale, a supercharged laser light show, and a ballroom mirrored globe reflecting billions and trillions of light, all combined, except the globe is about 1 trillion times larger and 1 trillion times more intense. And we look at this light and all these colors that we've never seen before, and we're curious, of course, so we focus in on the reflective points, and we notice these little tiny microscopic mirrors perfectly etched. So we enter them and we discover that all of us are teaching and learning from each other. Anything that life is housed in, you learn from, or you teach. And it's everything all the time. You're either a teacher or a student or a teacher, or both at the same time. You see a bug in a rug. You take the time to understand what that bug in the rug is teaching you. Fly on the wall, a squirrel, a dog, a cat, a horse, a monkey. It could be anything. What is it teaching me? What am I teaching you? You ever notice why monkeys and animals, and especially monkeys, watch you? They're constantly watching. They're learning. They mimic. They see, and they learn from what they see. No different than us. We took the time. You'd see just endless education for us. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that we created to remind us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is the column of light that we created that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with a white fire armor. Nothing like the armor on this planet, way beyond that. We can't, no demon possession, no attachments, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequency happenings. They can't come around us in that state. They'll vaporize. They just can't exist. They're gone. But only you have the power, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, greed, anger, fear, stress, worry, hurry, envy, revenge, remember, whether consciously or unconsciously, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with a double column of light, which we created to remind ourselves. The first one is the purple transmuting flame. It reminds us to bring in the purple transmuting flame, transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them into pure consciousness where they are no more. Then the second part of the column is the violet ray. It's a column of light that we created to remind us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were. Sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony to the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest deepest, and the purest of the purest, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with a golden white pink light. This is the column of light that we created, the gods that we are in these bodies, that we are the sun, the sunlight. We are the rain and the rainbows. We're the sun rises and the sun sets. We're the trees and the forests and the soils and the mountains. We're the skies and the clouds. We're the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are all the animals. Everything is us. And we're everything. So, the next time that you see or view a sunset or a sunrise, a rainbow, a starry lit night sky, it is you. It is you. You're the splendor, the grandeur, the divineness. You're the beauty. You're everything. Everything is you. So you won't say, isn't that beautiful? You may be tempted because it's a habit. But eventually you'll start saying, that is the God that I am. That is the God that we all are. We continue to ascend above the planet. As we do, some of us step outside our physical form and hover effortlessly above them if we're carrying physical form. And why do we do this? Because we can. We come into full contact with this massive crystalline light tower. We all created it. It's larger than the solar system and beyond. In the center of this column, we see this massive oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere, we see this golden white bowl of light. Surrounding it are numerous multicolored rings of light. They're endless. And they're all this like an electrical, sparkling, flashing, big mass of mist that literally absorbs into us. And it's like a warm embrace that never ends. Then comes gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, peace, humbleness, bliss, joy, well-being, tranquility, benevolence, great prosperity, great abundance. It's unending. And we discover that it's all a reflection of the gods that we are. Now, at the top of this crystal light tower, we designed it so that the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, 24/7, as it's doing right now, as it's flooding all life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Head to toe, inside and out. And what is the golden ocean? It is the highest of the highest high, the deepest of the deepest deepest, and the purest of the purest purest, eternal love, gratitude, peace. And all of us are being flooded nonstop. We are drops of this golden ocean, and we also hold the essence of this golden ocean. Golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We all created this sphere. Going on 4 years ago, it holds almost 1,700 of our meditations in perpetual motion. Picture that for a moment. Hundreds of millions of us, consciously aware to a certain extent, connected throughout the existence of all existence, every day, 7 days a week. The highest of the highest high intentions are these meditations. They flood us, they bathe us, they saturate us, inside and out, head to toe, 24/7. You want to tap into them? You want to feel them? Find a quiet place, focus on the breath, close your eyes, and listen, and you will. Bliss. Now, this is why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. This moment is your opportunity to embrace your divine existence. Nothing is holding you back. Your skeptical mind is not who you truly are. So simply let it go. The burdens you carry do not exist. They are all in the illusions of the mind. Stop thinking, planning, and pretending. It is too much effort to always be doing. Just stop randomly throughout the day, today, and go directly to the source of who you really are, the God. Forget about everything that you should be. Remain fixed upon what is real and the true inside you. For the next 7 minutes, breathe slowly and deeply and release all the heaviest illusions which you get caught in that weigh you down every day. I'll join you in the meditation. Return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. Start your day with the single practice of relaxing your body from head to toe. The more your body relaxes, the more your mind will be at ease, and the greater the inner peace will be. After your body is relaxed, bring your mind to stillness by visualizing a large, beautiful, calm lake that is as smooth as glass. Let your mind merge with the water. However long it takes to reach this quiet stillness, keep sitting until your mind drowns in the complete stillness of the lake. When you get a good dose of stillness, you will see you have full access to the higher universal power and intelligence available in this universe. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we will be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern to continue our Time for Change call. And Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, 11/25/2021, to continue our global guided meditation call.